प्रिंसिपल से अयोध्यापति रामचंद्र की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, अयोध्यापति रामचंद्र की जय. My dear devotees, this morning on behalf of the Sri Mukti Bhavan, I welcome you this morning to a special in the name of all our mothers who are celebrating this auspicious time, that is Mother's Day today. So dedicated this wonderful service, which is not too lengthy, I take this opportunity to welcome each and everyone to this video. So as we begin our discourse for this morning, as we clasp our hands together, we close our eyes, we bow heads in prayer, seeking after graces, the mercies and the blessing of Bhagavan Shri Ram. Om Apadapahartaram Dataram Sarvasampradam Lokabhiramam Sri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Artanamati Hantaram Bhitanam Bhitinashanam Dveshatam Kalagandam Tam Ramachandram Namamyaham Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha Goshpari Kritavarisham Mashakiri Rakshasam Ramayana Maharatnam Bande Nilatmajam Bande Nilatmajam Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Para Brahma Tasmai प्रेम से बोले श्री अयोध्यापति रामचंद्र की जय. My dear devotees, this morning my katha, very simple katha, is taken from Balakanda of Ramcharitmanas, and indeed dealing with the appearance of Bhagavan Shri Ram upon the face of the earth in this form of Balakarup as Shri Ram, as a child, as a little baby. Bhagavan Vishnu took this form, it tells us according to the Doha. In taking such a form, Vipradhenu Surasantahit, Leen Manuj Avatar, Nij Ichha Nirmittanu, Maya Gun Gopal. That Lord who has taken such a form onto the face of the earth, for the sake of the cows, the saintly ones, and the women folk. Bhagavan indeed had taken such a form, Nij Ichha Nirmittanu, beyond the state of Maya, my dear devotees, beyond his own Maya, indeed such a form, leaving his divine abode and coming onto the face of the earth for the sake of you and me. So indeed, as the Chaupai tells us, Vishnu had to leave his divine abode and appear onto this earth as a bal, as a young child, young boy, in the home of Raja Dashrath. Putra Janma se Suni Kana, that Lord appeared on the home of Raja Dashrath and Kausalya. Charu Putra hai, not as one but as four, he came unto us as Rama, Lakshman, Bharat, and Shatrugna. That Lord, my dear devotees, who had to come to save this earth of many perils, many distresses, but at the same time also to save the saintly ones, to save them from the onslaught of what Ravan and the wrath of Ravan at that time. My dear devotees, Parama Prema Manapulkita Sharira, that Lord who is the embodiment of total love, the mind of which everyone wanted just to get an opportunity to see this Lord. That love, indeed, hearing of the word of Bhagwan Shri Ram, it was like wildfire that was spreading throughout Ayodhya. And indeed, that love began to grow and grow and grow even more. Jataranam Surasubadhoi. And everyone wanted to know what was his name, what was his name. This young child, my dear devotees, his cries echoed throughout of Ayodhya. Even it tells us that the trees that did not blossom would bloom, and those that bloom would now bear fruits. The grass would appear greener, and indeed the animals were now giving birth to their young. Here indeed there was so much of prosperity, the earth was now seen, as Bhagwan Shri Ram came onto this earth. Indeed, such a beautiful stotram that was rendered for his appearance. Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Lord who had taken appearance onto this earth. For in the word, Pragat tells us that he appeared to us in such a very beautiful form. His eyes were so brilliant, and his skin tone was very dark in complexion. Bhagwan, my dear devotees, whilst there was joy on the earth, there were also joy in the heavens. Even the oceans were happy. The plants felt that state of joy that the Lord has now come onto the earth, where indeed will attain his darshan. O Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Brahmanand Kaya, Niramit Maya, Roma Roma Priti, Vir Kahi, Mama Uraso Mati, Uram Sahasi, Surat Dhira Mati, Tirtha Dhare, Om Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Upachara Prabhu Satana, Charita Pahuta Vidhi, Kina Kahi Katha Suhai, Matu Bhujai, Jehi Prakash Sudha Premanade, Maya Puri Gori So, Mati Gori, Tajhuta Taya Kurupa, Ki Jai Shishunila, Ati Priyanila, Yasudha Paramanupa, O Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Suvachana Sujana, Dhodana Dana, Hoi Banak Sura Bhupa, Yaha Charita Chobhavahi, Hari Parapavahi, Dehina Parama Bhava Krupa, Dehi Parahi Bhava Krupa. That Bhagwan Sri Rama, my dear devotees, he had manifested himself into the home of Raja Dashrath and Kausalya, and indeed showing himself like this, Bhagwan Sri Ram, who was most compassionate, to bring help to the earth and to bring assistance to the hearts of the troubled. And my dear devotees, with joy in their hearts, everyone wanted to rush to forth to just see this child. Of hearing of this child, this word started to spread so fast and so quickly. This is why the word of God, my dear devotees, in any time, whether it be distressing times or happy times, but the word of the Lord must never be calm. The word of the Lord must be always in a rush to the heart and to the mind. And the more you hear it, the more you want to hear it. Indeed, with love, my dear devotees, everyone took such adoration and Bhagwan. और जाकर से नाम से सुनते शुभ का हुई. What is the name? Everyone wants to know. What is this name? This beautiful babe has now come into their hands. My dear devotees, to the mothers, when this newborn child comes into your hand, can you imagine or remember the days of this? Can you also now remember how you felt? Think of how Kausalya, Kekai and Sumitra felt that in their hands this newly born child was now put in their hands. As mothers, my dear devotees, they wanted to show their love and appreciation, but the wider society also wanted to do this. Indeed, this is why the beautiful bhajan tells to us, Ma teri mamata kitne pyari, O kitna pyar jagati hai, kitna pyar jagati hai. Ma teri mamata kitne pyari, They receive the gift of life through the medium of this young child or these young children that were now put in their hands. Bhagavan Vishnu took such a form to redeem this earth. Coming on to this plane, my dear devotees, indeed we hear again. Jai Rama, Sri Rama, Jai Jai Rama, Shri Rama, Jai Rama, Jai Jai Rama. जाकर नाम सुन शुभ होई मोरे गृह प्रभु सोई। जय राम श्री राम, जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम। मन राजा कहा बोलाई अपना Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. So my dear devotees, while all was celebrating on the earth and in the heavens, everyone celebrated, Prabhu Ram aayenge, that Lord is come, that Lord has come to us. And my dear devotees, yet, when indeed Vashishta Ji, he came to the home of Raja Dashrath, and whilst he came to the home of Raja Dashrath, indeed, what was one of the first things that was given to this child? He tells us, Naam se Ananda Puram se Maharaja, that king was most indeed blessed to just hear that a child was born in his home, and more so his son. Indeed, his ecstasy was so high and his state of bliss was of such a nature that, my dear devotees, when Vashishta Muni came to his home, many gifts were given, many gifts that he could afford to give, whether he gave cows and jewelry, whatever else he could afford to give. But this child was going to give or be given the name by Vashishta, the Guru, the name of Ram. So Guru Vashishta se gaye hitkara. So when Guru Vashishta came, my dear devotees, at that point, and he looked at his astrological pathway, he realized that this was not an ordinary child. He knew to himself that this child would be carried, his name would be carried length and breadth throughout the world for many, many eras, and so forth. It is still being chanted today. That this child was just not an ordinary child that he looked at, and neither were the other three children, granting to them the name of Rama, Bharat, Lakshman, Shatrugna. And indeed, as our final chaupai tells us, Jai Rama Sri Rama, Jai Jai Rama, Shri Rama Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jai Rama Sri Rama. Nandi Sukha